back everyone. My name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of our good campaign of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we were going to head into the trap for the other. This is Darren's quest. We're going to save him from his crazy, powerful, otherworldly entity problem they just got going on. We are fatigued.
We should rest soon.
So we should probably rest. The game is correct. Unless we're going to get corrupted, in which case the game is incorrect. We should be fine.
Sela, my dear.
Alright, here we go. We're going to do some buffs too. We really only have to do like 2 buffs now. It's kind of nice with the group buffs we have. 2 major buffs and we're good to go. We just go here to Nenio and we do this heroic invocation.
Missed me already.
We throw on a bless, because why not?
I will lend you my aid.
Throw on a holy aura, even though our halo gives it to us. Then we can do things like, we can do fun things, like we can do greater angelic aspect, because it lasts for a while. If we look at it, it lasts for 40 minutes, so lots of time. It is extended. That was not what I meant to do, but whatever. These all are also extended, I think. 40 minutes-ish, yeah. I have a feeling this fight's going to be tough, so I'm just going to make it easier on us by buffing the hell out of our group. Which spell do I want? This one. That's the one I was looking for. And then last spell, we'll just grab some Aura of Greater Courage. Alright, let's do this thing. Let's go fight another.
I'm gone.
Oof, there's some lag going on there. Leodor plays his role perfectly. He stands before the improvised place of execution, formidable and emotionless, like the living embodiment of an inescapable retribution. Commander, I'm glad to see that you held up your end of the deal. The Mendevian Inquisition thanks you. We will take custody of the criminal now. It's hard to read anything on Darren's face. My, what a curious installation. Count Arendae, the Mendev Inquisition finds you guilty of treason, criminal links to demonic cults, orchestrating the murders of several of the country's citizens, who were killed and decapitated by you or your accomplices in Canabris, and a range of other places. I, Leodor Hawkblade, Inquisitor and Exterminator of the demonic blight, by the grace of the Inheritor, have been authorized to carry out the sentence, death by fire. With the permission of the commander, we will begin. Darren darts a glance at you, seemingly lost for words. We can intimidate. We can diplomacy. I never really cared about you. I'll hand you over to the Inquisition without a second thought. The Inquisitor, who seems to be listening to something only he can sense, gives you a subtle nod. It appears everything is going as planned. The rest of your companions exchange bewildered glances, but keep watching without a word, understanding that something unusual is about to happen. Darren seems shaken by your words. He looks away for a moment, then asks with feigned glee, "Burning at the stake, Trifle old-fashioned. Thought you'd offer something a little more sophisticated for your noble clientele. But what interests me most is, what is your role in all of this, Elira?" I gave the Inquisition free rein in this matter. You've been under suspicion since day one, and I knew without a doubt that I would hand you over to them if needed. Leader's face expresses undisguised approval. He shifts his stance, readying himself to fight. Anger flares up in Darren's eyes, but he immediately hides it behind a mask of indifference. Such a highly commendable act by a truly decent person. Wouldn't you agree, Commander? Leodor stands motionless like a statue. He stares at you expectantly, as if asking your permission to continue. In this world, it's every man for himself. You are not my friend and not my ally. No, let's do the lie. You're not my friend or my ally, just a bargaining chip. I'll have forgotten you entirely by the time the first of your blackened ashes are carried off by the winds of the world wound. Leader gives a barely perceptible nod. The circle of ruins starts to glow faintly at his feet. I see no point in going along with this drama any longer. Darren's voice drips with venom, the most contemptuous smile imaginable flashing on his lips. I have no desire to entertain you and your friend, Commander. Feel free to do what you had planned. I hope that your attempt to rid the world of Darren Arendae will not lead to any unforeseen incidents. With a blank face, the Inquisitor raises the torch. Let justice be served. There's a palpable shift in the surroundings. Everything seems to tremble, like in the moment before a thunderstorm. There are no bolts of lightning or rolls of thunder, but the sensation of some malicious presence, enraged and bewildered, rings through the air. We did it, Commander. It's coming. Rain door trap. A scream of a dozen voices, soundless but powerful, drills into your ears and resounds over the land. The ritual circle drawn by the Inquisitor flares to life. It is time to defeat the other. We are going to turn-based mode for this. For sure. And unfortunately, we don't have Darren with us, so we're down one person.
I will resist.
We hit it for 0. That's not a great sign. It's also immune to study target. Also not a great sign. And Sela, of course, is not mounted, like always. Why would she be? I'm going to spend a turn doing Sword of Heaven, then we'll move in.
Don't hold back.
Go mount up on your mount. God. Anyways.
Into the fray.
The Inquisitors are all throwing on Bane weapon, and none of them are moving to fight. We hit it for 7. How much life does this thing have, by the way? 740. It's flat-footed for this turn anyways. What's its normal armor class? 50. It's not the worst. We are encompassed by it. Okay. We didn't get haste on, which is probably a dumb choice on my part. Let's get haste on. That'll be a good choice on my part. We're going to cast... legendary proportions on himself. Next turn, he's going to go in. Alright, I guess just shoot. You can't hit her, so that kind of sucks. We did some damage. Okay, this is fine. We're going to do Smite Evil. It's immune to Smite Evil. Okay then. What are you, immune to every debuff in the world? Guys, if you could actually come and fight instead of just casting spells, that would be super. Was that Wail of the Banshee? Let's just shout, okay. I was like, damn. If we're going to be making saving throws against Wail of the Banshee every turn, that's going to be a very unfortunate time. 77 damage from Stormbolt. Let's go, Soziel. You can maybe do some damage. What are your chances to hit with legendary proportions? Oh, right. He's got freaking Finian on. And it's an otherworldly entity. It can't be hit by Finian. Switching weapons next turn. Right. She can't actually do any damage with her bow. Why? What bow is she using? She's using a +5 bow. A +5 speed bow, for that matter. I don't know what to do other than that. Like, she can't really do much else.
Desna, guide my hand.
Well, we did some damage that time. We did 13. Okay, cool.
You should have run.
The other has been damaged. A sudden silence falls over the battlefield. It's accompanied by the sensation of sinking deeper into water. Slowly and inevitably, the surface grows further and further away. The darkness grows deeper and deeper around you, and below is nothing but bottomless black. Voices sound inside your head. No, not voices, images, ideas. Deal. The blackness seems to extend its hand. A vague extremity, an open palm. Deal. Let go of us. An agonizing yearning for freedom grows through you, piercing your entire self. It comes from within, but you feel as if it's your own. Reward. You get reward. Power. Away we will go. Away. The old door is closing. We will step back. A picture of Darren's severed head dripping with blood appears before your eyes, looking eerily real. I refuse. You will die, creature. The feeling of sinking into the depths is replaced by the sensation of a whirlpool rolling around you. Death, freedom, freedom, death.
Do not waver.
Darren's still alive. So far. The Ruchelet, you can't really do much, so just don't.
This will hurt.
Oh, it's got full life again, did it? No, that's annoying. Okay, what else can we do? Well, I guess Storm Bolts, because Storm Bolts are awesome. Spell resistance. Annoying. Switching swords to a more useful weapon.
Fall!
In this particular circumstance, where Finian is completely worthless,
Without risk.
we hit it a little bit. It is technically sort of like a demonic creature, isn't it? Because Angelic Halo's hitting it. My god, all they're doing is casting stupid Bane Blade on their weapons over and over again. We get it. You have Bane weapon. Could you maybe swing at the monster for once? I don't know why it's not doing anything. Friggin' spell resistance.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
We hit it for 23 with him. I'll take it. That's better than any of the Inquisitors so far. Oh, they're actually moving in to maybe do an attack.
Into the fray.
It's about half dead now. Give or take. The sound of it getting hit is very sad. It's just like a squeak.
Make your peace.
We missed every attack, damn.
Strike.
Still lots of armor. Whatever it's doing. It does have lots of armor. Spell resistance took out most of our spells.
Rose, I call upon you.
Amusingly, like, Soziel in his form has 28 to 26 strength in his giant form, plus 32 to hit. Seal is still vastly better in her tiny little form.
Guide my blade.
If I gave her a legendary proportion, she'd be a murder machine. Go, Rushla, you can get hit in. Yes, 11 damage, 0-0. Okay, but we did 11 at least.
You should have run.
So close to death. More Hellfire Rays, I guess. I feel like if we had Ember here, this fight would be over.
Begone, fiend.
Oh no, we critically missed. It's only got a 46 armor, we only need 14 to hit. That's not the worst in the world. Come on. Get some hits in there. Yes. Defeat the other, decide Darren's fate. We defeated the other. Oh, we had to talk to him. Let's save. Darren wraps his arms around himself for a moment, clutching at his shoulders. With a slightly crazed look in his eyes, he surveys the area, his gaze never resting on anything in particular. His lips move, but no sound comes out. At last the Count says, "It's over." I hope it is. The Commander and I spared no effort to home in on this entity, and then to lure it into a trap. I assume now you understand the real reason behind everything we put you through, Count. I'm especially proud of my overly ruthless Inquisitor speech. I like you, not so ruthless Inquisitor. 'Tis a real shame that I shall have to kill you. Darren, what are you talking about? Well, Darren is speaking in a strange manner, apparently marveling at the sound of his own voice, tasting each word on his tongue. Either that or the Inquisition will grip me by the throat and finally execute me. Unless they decide to lock me up in some closed facility for clerics and mages that will look suspiciously like a prison. Leader remains calm, despite the heavy toll of combat and the threat to his life. Count, you are without doubt guilty of being in contact with a vile entity from the beyond, and of concealing signs of its presence in Mendev and the Crusade. It makes you an accomplice to all the crimes committed by this other whatever it is. Of course, Mendevian justice in all its glory. It's my duty to pass your case to the Inquisition Tribunal, but I'm certain that the judges will take into consideration your youth and the extreme circumstances in which you first encountered the entity, and they'll treat you with leniency. I seriously doubt that the death sentence will be even raised as a possibility, but... Leader pauses. Count, can you still use your abilities as an oracle? What does that have to do with... You can, I'm positive of it. I know how abilities like yours work. Unlike clerics, you do not gain your power by choice. You do not choose your destiny, you're simply chosen. The other, whatever it was, chose you. You became its gateway and thus acquired your power. Now it's dead, but this power still remains with you. That means the gateway wasn't sealed with the death of its creator, hence you, Count, are an open road into the unknown, where these horrible, head-collecting entities come from. You remain a threat, and this means there's a high probability that the Tribunal will decide to send you to a closed asylum, where you will remain under the Church's supervision for the rest of your life. I agree to hand over Darren to the Inquisition Tribunal. That is probably what I would do. Huh, and you expect me to be a good little boy and come quietly, do you? Oh, okay. What are you doing? Darren looks at you without a hint of regret. Well, as the saying goes, I've just taken my destiny into my own hands, and I must admit it feels absolutely fantastic. After all these years living under the tyranny of foul creatures that use me as a door to their attic or whatever hovel they live in, I've finally made an independent decision of my own. My patience has run out, Darren. I'll most probably die now, but I'll die my own master. Everybody died. That was probably the worst ending, but we get a longsword. Cold iron longsword +1. I just wanted to do the right thing and hand him over to the Inquisition. He is kind of evil. In fact, he is lawful evil, I think. So Darren is now dead. Alright then. Well,
Shield me.
we have successfully taken on the other, and Darren didn't make it. Which means we're down a character. We have killed. Let's do a brief countdown of our player NPCs that we have. We've lost Lan, Wendwog, Camellia, and now Darren. We're down 4 people already. Oh, the good group is just hemorrhaging teammates. Conversely, our evil group has only actually killed 2 members of its team. Technically, at the moment. We could dimension door out of here, which we may want to do. We might want to go back to Dresden because we are out of people. We need an extra person. We're only got 5 out of 6, which is less than ideal. Off we go, I guess. Dresden has an exclamation mark for some reason. Wounded Dragon. During an exploration of the catacombs under an ancient temple, soldiers have come upon a heavily wounded dragon. Someone has been putting the poor creature through agonizing torture for years, driving it mad. The officers are uncertain what to do with the creature. We can kill it for some leadership, we can give some energy, or we can heal the dragon and get some finance points. It's also the good option, so we'll do that. Priests and druids heal the dragon's body and their mind with their magic. The poor thing is still weak and cannot fight, but he wants to repay his saviors for their kindness. He revealed the location of his treasures in hopes the gold will help the Crusaders. We also have some decrees to do. We can offer a prayer to Shaylin for the relic that we're augmenting. And we can get Heaven Warriors distributing provisions or Xanthir's experiments. We're going to go with the Heaven Warriors. Nope, we already have this crown. Oh, we do. Royal Conscription still going. Okay, we have nothing else to do at the moment then. So let's go into the city. What do we have? Ensure the souls are returned to their bodies. Let's do that. I don't know exactly. Is it just the main street? I didn't get a choice of where to go, so I'm guessing we just have to go to the main street. Poor Darren. I can understand his position, though. I wouldn't want to go to an asylum either. Very long, 100%. There we go. Seela sits quietly with her hands clasped together. She sighs softly and there's a faraway look in her eyes. You can see from her troubled expression that something is bothering her. There you are, Elira. I'm just here, you know, waiting. Our snow is going to unite the souls and the bodies just a little longer. We can put all of this behind us. She falls silent and looks down at her hands despondently. What's bothering you? Ugh, where do I start? There's a lot on my mind, but hey, Elira, there's something I have to ask. All those souls will be returned to their bodies soon, and that means Kurl will be free. But what if it's confirmed that he really did work with the cultists? What will you do to him? Traitors do not deserve mercy. We paid too high a price for his weakness. Seela nods, her face is unreadable. Then let me ask you something else. How do you feel about me and the part I played in all of this? I talked everyone into going to the Houndheart camp to get the ring. I protected Kurl from Elan's blade and saved his life. I'm the reason he, or rather the demon that took his body, got away. It's my fault that we didn't find out about the jewelry being dangerous. We could have prevented the theft of so many other souls if it hadn't been for me. When we were in the Molten Scar, Janet told me that I was the person, or the reason she deserted. She said that I had pushed her to play the hero, to take on challenges she wasn't prepared to face, and that's why she fled in panic. Yet in the end she found the strength to change. She didn't break, she became a better person. To be honest, I've never seen her more proud and confident than when we defeated Sunhammer. I'm just glad I managed to remain friends with Elan. We were able to help him and Kiana, even though they were tangled up in the schemes of those demon-worshipping cultists. I guess everything's turned out alright. We'll get the souls back, everyone will come back to life, and we'll put this behind us. When I took my oath as a paladin, I swore to guard the honor of my fellows, have faith in them, and learn the way to my sword. And I've done those things, so maybe I should stop worrying about what Sunhammer told me before his death. He was just being spiteful, right? His words are full of poison, not truth. Seela falls silent. She turns to you. So what's the weight of my sword? Only idiots think they are infallible. I may not be the smartest person in the room, but I hope I at least have some measure of self-awareness. I need to reflect on everything I've done, on what kind of person I've become. You follow your heart. You always try to help others and do the right thing. There's no reason for you to feel ashamed. You have done nothing wrong. Sela's eyes brighten. Thank you, I needed to hear that from you. Greetings, Commander. I'm glad you're here. We're ready to return the stolen souls back to their bodies and bring the poor people back to life. We'll need to help them get over their initial shock, and your presence will undoubtedly help ease their transition. First, however, I need your companion Sela. Everyone is waiting for you. Me? Why? Because we want you to set the souls free. We all agreed that you should be the one to do it. After all, you saved these people. You should be the one to bring them back to life. You're confusing me with someone else. I'm Sela, the block-headed paladin. I'm no hero. Like I said, it was a collective decision. We all agreed and that it should be you. The loved ones of the victims, the Houndhearts, myself, and I'm not going to go back and ask them to find someone else. So stop arguing and let's go. Well, there we go. We freed people. Do we have to talk to someone? Alan and Kiana fall into each other's arms, heedless of everyone else around them. Sela smiles broadly. Come on, let's give them some space. I'm glad the two of you are alright. Yes, it feels good to be married, Kiana smiles, although sometimes I forget that I'm a married woman, since Alan is always off fighting in the crusade. If it were for soldiers like me, a lot of families would lose their loved ones. Won't be long before the demons are defeated. I truly believe our victory is near, but for now I must keep fighting. Well, I just wanted to say thank you, Commander. Thank you for everything you've done for us. We'll accept your gratitude in the form of strong drinks, but wait to celebrate until after we've defeated the demons. So long, friends. Enjoy this moment of happiness, but don't get too carried away. But was Sela hasted? Oh, she just ran around the corner. Alrighty, do we talk to Arsino? No, he's good. Everyone's fine. Everyone's all back to normal.
We do it my way.
Oh, I can't leave. You see Curl standing among those who have been rescued. He is looking around awkwardly, shifting from one foot to another, as if he's not sure what to do with himself. When he notices you and Sela, he pales slightly but takes a step forward. Thank you so much for saving me from the demons. I want to hear your side of the story, but you need to tell me the truth. Curl bows his head. Alright, I'll tell you. I met this guy before the attack on Canabris. He said he felt sorry for me. We talked about the condemned, about how awful the Crusaders were to me. He told me that I should take matters into my own hands, that I should be my own master, and decide my own fate. When the demons attacked Canabris and the city fell to chaos, he found me again. He introduced me to a few of his pals and called himself a Templar of the Ivory Labyrinth. He told me to spy on the Crusaders who were trying to take back the city. I didn't want to help them, but they threatened me. They even cast a spell on me. I don't know what it was, but it felt like torture. I curled up and sobbed like a baby. They told me that the city belonged to them now and that they'd kill me if I didn't cooperate, so I agreed. But I didn't want to. I swear I really didn't. I wanted to run away. I thought if I could just get some money, I could escape the city. I could go far, far away. Somewhere they'd never find me. The Crusaders could deal with the cultists, I just wanted to be free. And that's when I had the idea to steal Alan's ring. It was worth a small fortune and I needed the money. I didn't want to hurt Alan. I didn't want to hurt any of you, but I didn't know what else to do, so I took the ring and, well, the demon took control. I guess you know the rest. I was stuck in the ring, and that scumbag stole my body. Damn it, Curl, you could have told us you're being threatened by cultists, we would have helped. But I wanted freedom, Sela. Curl sighs sadly. I'll be honest with you. I'm not much of a crusader. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad I met you, Alan and Janna. Couldn't ask for better friends, but I'm not cut out for war. I don't like fighting demons, and I don't want to die. That's too heavy a sentence for a simple thief. Sela glances at you and says quietly, he has a point. The punishment should fit the crime. A harsh sentence won't change what's happened, and it won't turn him into a better person after everything he's been through. You have confessed to committing an act of treason. You will appear before a court-martial. Sela frowns. Hasn't he suffered enough? Alright, fine. But I'm coming to the court-martial. I'm going to defend you, Curl. Thank you, friend, Curl says quietly, but don't get your hopes up. I'm already condemned. I'll end up behind bars or hanging from a noose. Well, at least they'll give me some fresh air first. I wish you all the best. So long. Sorry, Curl. It's not your it is your fault, but I also need to make sure my alignment stays not lawful. We've been doing too many good things recently again. And since Curl's not that good of a person anyways, some lawful wouldn't hurt us on him. Alright, what do we have left to do? The Blessed, the Redeemed Brotherhood. Oh, right, we have to go to the Baphomet altar for Ember. So next thing we have so many more quests to do for the good group than the bad group. We haven't done the Spinner of Nightmares yet. We haven't done Dark Waves yet with this group. We haven't done the ineluctable prison with this group. The evil group's gonna be done way before this group is, by the way. We have to find Queen Gelfrey. We also need to find the Hand of the Inheritor, but we know where he is. He is in the ineluctable prison. We could go do that, but I think we're gonna do Ember's quest first. I think we're gonna do that in the next video because it's a bit of a journey and we might as well. We just rested. We don't really need to rest again, I guess. Okay. Let's grab Ember back. We only have 9 members of our party left. We're missing a good chunk of them. I wonder what the rest of the group members think. We took Darren off onto a mission and then he didn't come back. And yeah, we are in the Crusades and it's expected that people would die, obviously, but anyone who's evil in this group must be seriously wondering why the evil people keep going missing. I guess Lan was a good person and went missing too, so it's not necessarily all evil people, but we're gonna head towards the Spinner of Nightmares place because I don't know which portal is open. Oh, it's this one. But there's no way we're gonna make it anywhere close to there by the time it changes again, so we'll go to the Ember thing. Wait, where is that? If I were the Ember thing, where would I even be? Forgotten Secrets, Heart of Mystery, Legacy of the Ancients, Closed Portal. Where's the Baphomet Shrine? Right there. Alright, let's just... Is that where we're going? Yes. 1 day, 13 hours. It's not the worst, but we'll do it in the next video. For now, I'll leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.